you born on the 4th of February or after the 4th of February of any of these following years? 1996, 1987, 1978, 1969, 1960, 1951, or 1942? If you were born in any of these years, this energy prediction is for you. Hi, my name's Frances Peterson from Healing Vibrations, and this energy prediction I'm giving to you now is based on Chinese medicine and the ancient wisdom and principles and the science of Chinese medicine, where we look at the energy and the patterns of nature and how they are inherent in us, and also the cycles of time that influence us. And we all move through cycles of 9 years according to Chinese medicine. So there is a cycle of 9 years where the first year is where we dream big and start our cycle of that, the first year of that cycle. And the 9th year is the completion of that cycle. Something comes to an end. Now, when I look at your pattern, I can see that you are currently in a year that relates to relationships. But first, I would like to have a look at the pattern that's inherent in you, who you really are, so that we can see how this year is going to influence you. Now, when I look at your year and the year, what that pattern tells me about you, I can see that you're a person who is very much very adaptable and can really relate to a broad range of personalities. You're that gentle person who is like a guide, or has this really wonderful energy in being able to counsel or guide other people. You're the person who places your hand on a person's back and says, "Here, this is the way to go." You have the capacity to look at a broad range of options and possibilities in how to fix a problem. So you're very creative, but also have this wonderful logical mind and very adaptable to the changes that go on around you. So for you, this year that you're moving into, it's all about relationships. And it's also very important for you to be aware that it's a year to look at ways of improving and healing your relationships. This year you may find that you look at your relationships and look at ways that you're not feeling satisfied. But it's important not to buy into that discomfort so much as to look at ways that you can now heal that. This influence is going to trigger you at actually looking at ways that you can make your relationships even better. And it's a year where you will find that helpers will just show up. You don't actually have to go looking for them. They will just naturally show up for you. The archetype or the energy of this year, and Earth is the element that we are talking about here, is the mother archetype. So any issues around mother may come up for you as well this year. So you may look at any difficulties that you've had in the past with your mother, or if your mother has passed on, you may look at how your relationship with her needs to be looked at and healed at in respective of how it was in the past. So you may find that female relatives or relationships with female relatives may also come up for you to review this year. And this is very much a feminine energy that's influencing you this year. Now, also the theme around home can come up for you as well. And when I talk about home, it can be that what comes up for you is a feeling of dissatisfaction about home. Feeling like, I don't feel happy here anymore. Maybe it's time to move on, or maybe I need to, renovate. And renovation is fine this year, but we always suggest in a year such as this, or in an Earth year, when you look at the energy of Earth, Earth stays put. And so it's really important for you to stay put as well. Certainly it's a good year for you to look at, at places online and look at real estate and look at places that you may want to move to. But next year and the year after are good years for making that move. This year it's really important to stay put because if you do move in a year like this, the move may not go as well as you might like, and the energy of disruption may influence not just your own energy, but the energy of your relationships as well. This is really a good year to make yourself more comfortable, and ways of how you can make yourself more comfortable. Looking at how you can change your environment, or, as I said, maybe renovating, or looking at ways that you can bring more of a sense of comfort into your home and into your environment. Now, as I said earlier, this is all about relationships this year. So look at ways that you can then allow this energy of earth to feel more nurtured. You may find that somebody comes into your life with this year with more of this mother type energy, whether it's your own mother or someone else that will, give you a sense of support. And just know that helpers do show up this year for you, and you don't actively have to go looking for them. It's also important for you to exercise your receptivity muscle this year. There may be a tendency this year for you to give and give and give without allowing yourself to receive. And it's important for you to allow yourself to ask for help if you're needing help, and know that it's available for you to receive this year. As this year progresses and comes to a close around November, December, you'll be starting to feel the influence of the energy of next year, and you'll start to feel a little bit more twitchy. And that will be showing up as a sign that there's change is afoot. And even if you were to hide in a cupboard, change will start to find you. So that will you'll start to feel the influence of that as you move more towards the end of this year. But this year it's really important for you to really plant the seeds of the foundation of what you want to see develop and grow. So hopefully last year, if you really worked with the energy of last year was all about allowing yourself to dream big about what you wanted for this ongoing 9 years. And this year maybe starting to see that helpers are coming in to help support you with that dream. And next year you'll move into the energy of actually stepping into allowing that dream to come to fruition, to grow and develop. So really allow yourself to embrace the energy of this year. It will be a slower energy, very similar to last year, but that's because things are starting to grow underneath the surface. Next year things will start to grow and develop more on the surface level. So the colour that's associated with this particular element of earth this year for you are any of the earth tones. So beiges, browns, yellows, soft pink. I'm wearing a soft pink to reflect that colour here. And it may be really supportive for you to wear more of those colours, even a touch of those colours in your wardrobe this year, or even to bring in those colours in your environment or in your decor. So for instance, putting a soft brown or beige pillow or cushion on the couch, or putting furnishings or doona covers in those soft pinks or beiges or browns. Just bringing more of those colours into your environment would be very powerful. And so embracing the energy and the colours of this year. And if you would like to know more about this year and the influence of this year, I include that as part of a 90-minute divine blueprint reading, which I give based on reading the features of your face and also reading the patterns in your birth date based on the 5 elements of nature. And what this reading reflects is who you are on the inside and what your soul intended for you to be and to experience in this lifetime. So we look at what emotion you are most likely to experience, what true gifts and talents you naturally have that will help support you to step more into your true purpose for this life. And we also look at what core issues may come up for you as you journey through your lifetime. So these are just a few of the things that we can cover in a reading or a Divine Blueprint reading. So if you're interested in that, please contact me and ask for more information if you click on the link below this video, and I would love to chat to you about that. And in the meantime, I'd love for you to embrace the energy of this year. Know that it is very much a year of helpers showing up, that you're needing to really start planting those seeds of the future that you really want for yourself as you move in more into your 9-year cycle. And I hope to speak to you and see you again very soon. Bye for now.